So today our topic is tag logging. Okay. So what is this tag logging? Again, logging means storing data. Okay, storing information. That means here, uh, suppose I am having the list of the tags. Suppose, like for example, 100 tags are there, and out of those 100 tags, only selected tags I want to store the data. Only for selected tags I want to store the data. Okay, so that I can use tag logging. So this data is stored in SQL format again. So by using that format, okay, we can display using windows like trend window or a table view. Okay, so we have different options here. And tag logging, that is storing information or data for selected tags. So there are different ways for storing this information. The first one is acquisition cycle here. What is acquisition cycle? That means collecting data or information from PLC. From PLC at selected time. Example, every 500 milliseconds, 1 second, 2 seconds, etc. Okay, so you can select any time here. Okay, for collecting data. Just like there is some there are some parameters which are changing faster. Within milliseconds, it is changing. Some parameters which are changing slower after 1 second or after 2 seconds, or that might be changing after 1 minute also. Right. So if I say 500 millisecond means okay, 1000 milliseconds is equal to 1 second. Right. So every 500 milliseconds, if I'm storing data, okay, every 500 milliseconds, if I'm storing data, means in 1 second I'm having two values. Right. For 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. Right. So means I'm getting how many values? 120 values. So for 1 minute, if data is still the same, so I will be getting the same values 120 times. Right. So why to store that much of values? Same value that many times, 120 times. Okay, so too huge, right? It is occupying some memory, right? So for that, we can select the different timing like 500 milliseconds, or instead of collecting acquiring data from PLC for every 500 milliseconds, I can select for 1 minute. Okay, so that 1 minute delay also we can set. Okay, for acquisition time. Now that is called acquisition cycle. Okay, at what time we should acquire data for different parameters. Similarly, we're having archiving cycle. Archiving cycle means storing data. Right? Archiving means storing. Okay, we are creating a file. Okay, an archive file where I have stored the data. Like we're having different methods here called continuous, or cyclic continuous. Cyclic continuous means from beginning. From beginning, that is from starting of the data system. Okay, when you are going to run time, okay, in SCADA, from that point, okay, it starts continuously storing your data for selected or specified time. Okay, so here I'm selecting the means acquiring data for every 1 second, but I want to store that data after 2 seconds. Okay, so that way also you can select the timing here for the continuous cycle. Okay, cyclic continuous. Then another example is cyclic selective. Cyclic selective means from start to stop. Okay, it's like a batch process. Okay, batch wise means morning 5 to 3 batch. Okay, for that only I want to store data. Then another afternoon batch like 1 to 10 p.m. Okay, so like that I can select the start and stop process. Okay, when I give the start command, from that point when the machine starts, from that point, and when the machine stops. Okay, when you stop the process, for that selective process you can store the data also. Okay, similarly we're having a cyclic archiving. A cyclic means anytime. Okay, anytime means there are two methods again in that. One is on change. That means whenever data is changed. Like example, set point. Like for example, set points. Okay, if I am setting different values. Okay, for motor, I want to control the motor speed. It is running at 500 milliseconds. That's my set point. After some time, I want to increase the time RPM or reduce the RPM, right? So that set point I can change, right? So that command I can give through the SCADA also. Okay. So for that, I want to store that information. Means when and what time, date and time, that data is changed. Okay. That set point is changed. Another is event control. Event control. Okay. Event control means whenever any special command or output is input or output is on or operator. Okay, so for this, whenever if suppose I am giving some special command for some machine. Okay, so when manually if I am operating that my input, for that what is the value in the temperature, pressure, or any parameter details you want to store. Okay, for that you can use event control. So this acyclic means anytime. So this upon change you might be changing set point anytime. Event control means you are operating any button anytime. Whereas in cyclic continuous or cyclic selective, these are continuous changes, right? For storing this data, okay, we need to create archive here in the trend. Okay, archive here in the tag logging. So here we are having two options for displaying this information, that is your trend view and table view. There are two views we are having here for displaying the data, because information is stored in SQL, that is MS SQL, which is installed MS SQL, which is installed during the software installation. Okay, by default. Okay. Now, so let's see how to configure this. For this configuration example, here I have created two more scaling blocks here. So already we have worked with these two blocks, right? The first one with the label, this is from physical address, whereas the second one by using slider. Okay, for flow we have created, right? Now here I have created two more example. Okay, two more FC blocks, FC105 scaling block with different addressing. For these two addresses also, we have to create the tag names. Okay. So for that, I go to the tag management. First, create a tags here. So already we are having flow and level. Okay. So similarly here, I create like speed underscore input. So here data type is sine 16-bit for MW 16. Then speed OP output. This is your floating point. So address is MD70. Similarly for example like pressure input, because we are using sliders for controlling the input. Okay. Otherwise we get a signal from PLC. Okay, from sensor. MW80. After scaling, we get the output. That is floating point MD. Okay. So here I have created more inputs. Okay. Now I minimize this. Then go to the WinCC Explorer window. Here you can see we are having tag logging. So when you double click open this tag logging, here you can see this window has opened here. In this we are having timers. In this timers you can see we are having default timers here: 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second, 500 milliseconds. Or if you want to create your own timer, you can double click here. Like I want 2 seconds timer, so I'm giving the timer name as 2 seconds. And here time base 500 millisecond or 1 second you can select into the factor, into time factor, that is 2. That means 1 second into 2, that is 2 seconds, right? Similarly, if I want 5 seconds timer, I can give the name 5 seconds. Time base 1 second into 5. This is a 5 seconds timer now. Okay. So here we are having this minimum time base here is 500 milliseconds. You can select for 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day also. Okay. Now you go for the archives here. Here in this archives, we need to create an archive list. Okay. So first give some archive name like archive PLC1. Okay, I'm giving an archive name here as PLC1. Then select here in archives, you can see process value archives. It is showing you plus sign. So you just expand this. Here it is showing your archive name, okay, which we are given. Now, so here we have to select our process tags. For which tags you want to store the data. So here we have to select the tags to be added into this archive. So here browse, go to schematic protocol suite, and that our driver name, select your output tags. So like pressure output, speed output, flow output, and level. Click on apply. You can see all those 4 tags have been added here. Then say okay. So here we are selecting for which tags you want to store the data. Okay, so select those tags. Now for these tags, okay, so select the first tag here. For the first what is it? Pressure. Okay, pressure output. Right side, we can see we are having a property window for a tag. In this, object type is tag, object name, pressure, that is output. So here you can see in archiving. In archiving, we're having acquisition cycle and acquisition type. Okay, in acquisition cycle, in acquisition type, we're having cyclical continuous. So when you expand this, we're having acyclic, cyclical selective after every change, that is upon change or on demand. Okay, there is your event control. Okay, so for first example, I give cyclical continuous. Here, acquisition cycle means at what time from PLC it should collect data for every 500 milliseconds or 1 second later. You can change this. Say okay. Then to store the data, after collecting data, we need to store data, archiving or display cycle. So here I want to display that information for after 2 seconds. After every 2 seconds, I want to store data because for every 1 second I am getting information. Okay. So after 2 seconds, I want to store data and display. That's it. Okay. For the first example, for speed, when you select speed, right side, you can go to for the next one, say cyclical selective. Here, acquisition time or acquisition cycle, like 1 second, I am selecting here also. But this is cyclical selective, means start and stop. Okay. So here we have to give a tag here when the input output is on or off, or input is on or off. Okay. So here what I do, I select or output status. Okay. When this motor is on, from that point, it should store data from speed. Okay. So I select this one, and when I give the stop command, it will stop the storing data. Okay. Similarly, I go for the flow. For flow, you set one information here after every change. So here it will be every 500 millisecond only. Okay, we cannot change the timing here for acquisition, but for archiving, you can change the time. Okay, when you want to store data. So minimum time is only 500 milliseconds for change. Means I am entering some set point value. Immediately, it will collect data after 500 milliseconds. Okay, then you can store that information, say after 1 second or 2 seconds, whatever the time you select here. Then next example for level. Here, like you can select acyclic. Whenever data is changed. Okay. So here it will be the same thing. Okay. Here also you can do the tag, start tag. Whenever your say motor is on. Okay. For that, when the motor 2 is on, when I'm activating, starting the motor 2, okay, at that time I want to store the data, means what was the value in the level, okay, that information. Now so for this, for example, we'll see where I have set, we are setting this for different options. Okay, so it is auto save here also. You don't need to click any save button here. Now minimize this, go to computer, right click, properties. Here in this, go to the properties again, startup, activate tag login runtime. Okay, when you activate this, then only it will store data. Okay, now I go to graphics designer, I create one more picture here, new picture, and I rename this as trend. Double click open trend. Okay, now For this window also, I will give the settings from object properties, geometry 1366 668. Okay. Now, so from our controls window, select WinCC online trend control. Okay, and drag this window here in the picture. Now here you can see we're having a graphical view here. Okay, a graph in which our value will be displayed in terms of a graph. Okay, graph view. So here, how many tags we are having? 4 tags. But in properties, you can see for trends. Okay, it is called trend. So how many trends we need here? 4 trend, but here it is showing only 1. So you can add up more by selecting new option here. How many you need? Okay, you can add up to 8 or 10. Okay, or more than that also you can add up. Okay, up to 16 trends you can add here. Okay, so for the first one, object name, I want to display like for pressure. You can do the name, object name, trend window 1, time axis 1, value axis 1. If you want to give the label also, you can do the same name here. Okay. Now, below we are having data connection. Under data connection means with which data we have to acquire, right? So data source. When you drop down this here, we are having none, archive tags, online tags. Online tags means real-time tags. Okay, real-time values only. Means you won't get any previous data. It will show you only the present status. Okay, present graph only. Whereas archive tags means historical data also. Okay, means 1 day, 2 day, or 3 day data also. You can monitor here. You can go back, move. Here we are having this play buttons. By moving left, back, or front. Okay, you can check your details for those tags. So here we already created one archive, right? And we added the tags. So here we need to give that tag name. So you need to browse from here, go to the archive. Here you select the tag name like pressure output. Okay, and below you can see we are having this example for the trend. Okay, line. So you can increase the width of the line. Okay, or you can say line weight. Okay, by selecting the number here. Okay, just click on apply. It will be added here. Okay, you can increase the thickness, and we are having different colors also. You can select from different color. Okay, now next I go for the next one. Example, what's the next one? Speed. Speed. Tag name, speed, output. Also increase the line weight. Similarly for others. For the flow, tag name, flow, output. Then I go for the flow. Okay, after adding this tags, say okay. So this is one option. There's one more option for displaying your values. That is your WinCC online table control. Okay, so simply you can take this here, the side of this graphical view. For this table also, you can see we're having columns. Okay, time column 1, value column 1, 2, 3. That way you can add up more columns here. The time column 1, okay, that is enough. Okay, so I can simply say date and time, some name. Okay, and the value columns, I need to add more columns here, right? By clicking on new. So value column 1, like for pressure. Here also we have to select the data source and the data connection. So first one is pressure. Okay, so click on apply. Similarly, next was speed. Select the tag. Speed of next one was low. Low output. One more is level. Level. Click on apply. Now there's one more option we're having here, that is called NCC ruler control. Okay, this is a line. Okay, a scale. If you are moving that scale on your trend view, means the graph. Okay, which we are getting graph lines, you get the value whenever it is intersecting with those lines. Okay, so let's select this one, and under general, go to properties, under source, control 1, apply. Okay, control 1 means this window. This is our control window 1. Online table is control window 2. Okay, so from which window we have to collect data? For that, we have to select the control 1. Another thing we need is input controls for your speed, pressure, and flow. So for that, you can use sliders from here. NCC slider control. I just type it over here for input commands. Okay, duplicates. Now, what we have to do is we need to give tags for these sliders. Select the slider, go to the control properties, under caption. For this, you can change the pressure input, and here we have to give the tag name under position, right? In analog display, okay, we are seeing this slider, right? So here, right click, give the tag. Which tag? Our pressure input. And what is the maximum range we have to give here? 27648. That's your scale count value for input, right? Which is coming in your PIW. So similarly here also for the next one, speed. For this one also need to change. Tag speed input, maximum value 27648. Okay. Then similarly for the third one, this is here flow. Also have to give a tag name flow. Okay. And value here 27648. Yes. Okay, after this, I save the window here. Let's check the result in the runtime. As we have selected tag logging, alarm logging, okay. For all this information when we are activating, so it takes more time for first time when it is starting, okay, to go to run mode, okay. So we got to wait for some time. So you can see the window here. So first one is pressure. So when I move this value here, you can see so one line is 1 second. Okay. So I selected for every 2 seconds it should store the data. So that's what is leaving one line and then storing data in the next line. Okay, by giving one gap. It is storing continuously. It's just cyclic continuous. Similarly, for the second one, speed. Right. For that, when you give start input, when this motor is on, then only it starts storing data for cyclic selective. So when I change the data here, it starts storing data. Okay. So when you give stop, when motor is off, it stops storing data for the speed. Okay. So I given the stop command, so motor is off. So when the motor is off, stop storing data. Next, for flow, that is value change. Whenever I make any change in the value, means set point, when I'm changing the set point or entering directly also. Okay, for that also it will store the data. It is showing you the same value continuously. Okay, but the information is like whenever whatever the value is there, whenever it is changed, that value will have here. Similarly for the level, for that what we have selected. See, for level present value is 0, so I make some changes here in PIW. Okay, we won't get any value in level until we start the second motor. When second motor is on, you can see we show you the value here. Right, and again the motor is on. Okay, so if I change the value and again I give a start, different value will be stored. So like this, you can store and display data in different formats. Okay, here we are discuss about a ruler. You can see ruler. When I have a ruler option here, this line will appear. You can simply move this line. Below we get a ruler window. Wherever it is connecting with the line here, it will show you the value for that parameter. This is one method, second method, third method. We are having different ways to display data. Okay, and you can stop this. You can go to previous data also by pressing this play buttons. You can move this ruler line, and below you can see the values it is showing. Okay, and when you again start play, this shows you the present data. Okay, present values. So whenever you change these values, again for speed you need to start. Flow. Okay, so these are our trend view, table view, or ruler control view. Okay, this called trends.